gente, eu sou a Lina Deff e eu tô aqui hoje com o Andrew J. West, que vai ser o ator que vai fazer o papel de Gareth, e esse é mais um The Walking Dead Brasil Entrevista. Alright, so how are you, Andrew?
That sounded beautiful. I need to bone up on my Portuguese a little bit. Is that what you got going on there?
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm really good. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to Walking Dead Brazil. It's awesome.
We are really, really excited to be talking to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right, so I want to start from the beginning, like the very
Okay.
beginning. When did
Let's
you
start.
realize you wanted to be an actor?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's a little difficult to pinpoint, but I think I always wanted. I think I always knew, even from a young age. I mean, when I was with my friends and these sketch comedy videos with the big camcorders that you had to hold on your shoulder and stuff. I didn't really think of it as a legitimate career path until I was about 19 or so. I was taking college courses at Indiana University, and I started taking an acting class, and then I started auditioning for plays at Indiana University, and I was absolutely terrified of performing. The thought of actually getting up on a stage and performing in front of a bunch of strangers terrified me. But I ended up landing a role in a play, and I managed to somehow get up there on opening night and actually perform, and I loved it, and that was the turning point for me. That's when I realized that this was what I wanted to do.
Oh, good. And we all know it's not a very easy career to pursue. Did you have to break any kind of barriers? Did you find trouble while you were?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, the first barrier, kind of what I just touched on. I did really have fear of, I don't know, fear of public speaking, a fear of performing, basically in front of people. That was a big issue for me. And I remember the first time that I ever did a play on opening night, right before we went out. When the curtain went up, right before we went out on stage, I really did have a moment of, am I actually going to be able to go do this? Like, I don't know if I could physically go out there and do this right now. It's terrifying. But, you force yourself to do it, and you realize that you can do it, and those feelings start to go away, and you realize that this is something that I actually can do, and this is something that I love to do. The first barrier, the problem with this career is that there are a lot of barriers. There's sort of one right after the other, and that in order to really tackle a career like this, you've got to be prepared for just a certain amount of difficulties along the way. One of the big issues that I don't think people talk a whole lot about is you need to be comfortable with living a self-directed life. And basically what I mean by that is you're not going into a 9-to-5 job every day. You don't really have a set list of tasks that you need to complete. It's sort of up to you to kind of map out your day-to-day life and remain productive, Because even when you are working, oftentimes if maybe you only work, maybe you work 6 days, maybe you only work a day or two. And you need to find a way to make those other days productive. They're not just, off days where you can sort of take a vacation or whatever, because if you fall into that pattern, you find that you've got so many of those days and weeks in your life where you're not necessarily working, but that doesn't mean that you can't remain productive and you can't stay on top of your game. You always have to stay on top of your game, and it's up to you to make sure that you're doing that. There's nobody that's telling you have to do this at this time and this at that time, So that's one of the tough things about it, but it's well worth it, for sure.
And
Yeah.
how did The Walking Dead happen for you?
Yeah, it's really like almost any other job. The Walking Dead is cast by Sherry Thomas and Sharon Bialy. They're fantastic casting directors, and I've known them for a few years. And they cast the show, and they just called me in. They thought that I might be right for this role, and I auditioned. I went in and just made an audition tape with them in the office. And they sent it off to the producers of the show, and about a week later, I got the call saying I got the part, and then I was on my way to Atlanta. So it was very exciting, but it was like anything else, just went in and auditioned.
That's good. And were you familiar with the comic books or the show?
I was not familiar with the comics. I was a fan of the show. I liked the show a lot before I started working on it. I was not familiar with the comics, but when I got the job, I started reading the comics, and the comic books are fantastic. Yeah. They're crazy. They're so dark, But no, I read the comics now, and I'm pretty far into the series, and I love them. I was just reading a few last night, but it's cool to see that sort of alternate Walking Dead universe alongside the show, because there are so many similarities, but there's a lot of differences too, and that's what I love about it. You can enjoy the show on the merits, and even if you're familiar with the comic book, the show really surprises you a lot of times because it deviates from the narrative that the comic book follows. But yeah, I love the comic. I've gotten hooked.
I love them too, and I love exactly that. They're both still very interesting because they are similar but not equal.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. So you were on the season finale, right? Season 4, and season 5 has already started shooting. You have already started shooting season 5. What has that experience been like for you so far?
It's been incredible. One of the most exciting things about all of this is over the years I've worked on quite a few TV shows and stuff like that, but I've never worked on a show that has had this intense of a fan base, and it's amazing. My first episode was the finale of season 4, and it caused such a wonderful uproar among the fans. Fans seemed to really respond to the episode as a whole, but it was so cool just to see it on some of the message boards and on some of the websites how excited people were about the show, and even about this character of Gareth too. I had just never experienced that level of excitement about a specific character that I had played on a TV show before. So that was amazing, and now shooting season 5, it's been incredible how much the fans, how excited they are about the show. I mean, they show up to set and they kind of hang out and they watch, and in Atlanta, and it's remarkable. It's a new experience for me, and I love it.
Yes, and we know nothing about your character. We don't know if Gareth is good, if he's bad. So without spoilers and without trying to get you into trouble, can you tell us anything about Gareth?
Well, yeah, what I can say about Gareth is that there is definitely more to him than meets the eye. What I really love about this character, and what has been revealed to me through working on the show back starting last season into this season, is that he is very much a multi-dimensional character. And that's what I think the show has always done really well. It's hard to put any one character into a specific category. This is a good guy, this is a bad guy. Of course, some of the characters lean more one way than the other on that spectrum, but you have moments where you're convinced that guy is a bad guy or a good guy, and then all of a sudden they do something that makes you rethink who this person really is. Are they as bad as I thought they were? Is this guy as good as I thought he was? That's what I love about the Rick character. That's what I love about the governor. They surprised you a lot over the course of the series. and I think Gareth is the same way. Uh, People kind of have a certain notion of him when they first meet him, and I think that's going to change over and over again through season 5. And I love that. You know, I think he's going to be a increasingly difficult character to peg. You know, how do I feel about this guy? I don't know. You know, and those are the best characters. You know, so I think the fans are really going to appreciate that. I definitely appreciate it. So it's my favorite part about the character.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
We're very excited. You know, for season 5 in general. The actors are always saying, like, when they're done shooting, they always have their eyes on something, like an object, a prop, something about the show. Do you have your eyes on anything?
I will say I definitely do. I have my eye on something. I cannot say what it is, though. It would give too much away. But yeah, I got my eye. I got my eye on something.
I hope you get it.
Thank you, too.
Yeah. Besides The Walking Dead, do you have any other projects going on right now?
Yeah. I recently filmed a movie. It's called Walter. It stars William H. Macy, Virginia Madsen, Justin Kirk, Levin Rambin, Marla Ventimiglia. There's an outstanding cast, Jim Gaffigan, along with myself. And it's a very cool sort of drama comedy. It centers on my character who believes himself to be the son of God, and it's up to him to decide the eternal fate of everyone he comes in contact with. And he starts to get these visits from this alleged ghost who is kind of stuck in this purgatory state, and he needs to be judged, but it's never happened to Walter before, and he doesn't know how to handle the situation. And he starts to go on these adventures with this ghost that kind of lead him to certain realizations about his life. It's an outstanding movie, and I'm super excited about it. We finished filming recently, and hopefully it'll be coming out soon. You know, I don't know exactly where they are right now in terms of a release date, but yeah, keep your eye out for it because I think it's going to be great.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering if we could play a little game.
Let's play a game. Let's do it.
I'll give you a word, and then you have to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm a little scared, but okay.
A movie.
Back to the Future.
A TV show.
Family Matters.
A band.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
A song.
Shout.
A play.
Isley Brothers. Shout. Best song ever.
A place.
My backyard.
A dish.
Ooh, a dish. Braised short ribs.
A fear.
Fear. Ooh, that's a tough one. Failure, I guess.
A goal.
Not to be a failure. A goal. Success, I guess. Yeah.
And since this is The Walking Dead Brazil, we were wondering if you know anything about our country, if you have ever been here.
I haven't been. I want to come so bad. I've been to South America, but I missed you guys. I overshot a little bit. I wound up in Argentina the whole time. I was trying to get to Brazil. It's a big target. I don't know how I missed it. No, you know, I have not been to Brazil. I absolutely would love to come visit. You guys got to show me around if I come. Will you do that?
Of course.
Help me out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got to bone up with my Portuguese a little bit. I'm fascinated with Brazil, and you know, my fiance and I have actually discussed making a trip down to Rio, and you know, it's just seeing the country as a whole. I want to come celebrate Carnival with you guys. That's the coolest idea for a festival. I love that. You guys just have this huge party before you have to give stuff up for Lent. It's like, it makes perfect sense. I love it. But no, I have not been, and I would love to come. I'm gonna do that one of these days.
Yes, we'll be waiting for you here.
Yeah, good. I'm gonna hold you to that.
All right.
Oh,
And would you like to say something to the Brazilian Walking Dead fans? Invite everyone to watch season 5.
Yes, absolutely.
You can do that in Portuguese if you want to.
Oh, man, if you write it out for me and put it up on the screen, I might be able to. I'll butcher the pronunciation, but at least I'll be able to recognize the letters. All the Brazilian fans of The Walking Dead, I am so excited for you to see season 5. We appreciate all of you so much, and I think you're going to like season 5. Can't wait.
Yeah, we can't wait. Just so we can finish, do you have a Twitter, Facebook, Instagram account?
You know what? I am so behind in all the whole technological realm. I actually do not have any media stuff right now, but I'm gonna make. I am going to start that soon. I think so. I'll let you guys know if and when all that comes together. It's yeah. I gotta get with the times over here. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Thank you so much, Andrew.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
a
you.
pleasure talking to you.
Thank
and
you.
Can't wait for October and
Yes,
season 5.
too. October. I know. Season 5. Get ready.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome to Terminus.